Are you humanizing your child who has a rare disease or a health condition? Because your child is more than its diagnosis or its label. When you first step into the rare disease world, it can feel like your child is suddenly reduced to charts, to labels, test results, medical terms that you don't even understand yet. So today I'm talking to that mom who is new to their child's rare disease journey. And so I want to talk about, are you humanizing your child? Doctors may even speak in acronyms. Specialists may talk about symptoms, and people around you, they only ask you what's wrong. And you don't have the answers, right? But the truth is, your child's diagnosis is only one part of their story. One of the most powerful things you can do is to humanize your child, to remind yourself, your family, and the world that your child is first and foremost a person, not a condition and not a rare disease. Some practical ways that you can humanize your child is to celebrate their personality. Share what makes them light up, the way they giggle at games, love music, even how they snuggle when they sleep. Share those things with other people. Another practical way to humanize your child is to use their name often, not just their diagnosis. Instead of, well, this is my child's name, and then, but they have, and you fill that in with the rare disease, and I'm guilty of that as well. But say their name often to humanize them. So you can just introduce them, well, this is Maya, or this is George, and she's 3 months old, and she loves to be sung to. Okay? That way the diagnosis or the labels tend to lose their power. Let people see the human side of them. Another practical way to humanize your child is to tell their story with joy. Share milestones that really matter to you. For example, he rolled over today, or she tried mashed bananas for the first time. Another practical way to humanize your child is to bring comfort items to doctor appointments. So for example, a favorite blanket, a stuffed animal, or a small toy reminds everyone in the room that your child is human, not just a patient. Another way, practical way to humanize your child is to include them in everyday family moments. Take photos, let siblings interact with them, read them bedtime stories, and show that they belong in every part of life. Another way to humanize your child is to advocate with dignity. Correct others, but gently. When they define your child only by their rare condition or rare disease. For example, actually, Emma has whatever condition, but she is so much more than that. And you can go on to elaborate on that if you choose to. Now, I want to talk about what happens when you don't humanize your child. Then others may only see the diagnosis. For example, teachers, providers, and even extended family may unintentionally overlook your child's unique qualities, and they all have unique qualities. Also, you may start carrying the medical lens yourself. Over time, you can forget the laughter, the personality, the child that you actually fell in love with, and only see the hospital visits. Another thing that happens when you don't humanize your child is your child may sense it too, and that's really sad. Even young children feel when they're treated differently and being seen only as the sick ones. You know what? That can affect their sense of self-worth, and we don't want to do that. Now, I want to talk about the benefits of humanizing your child. Guess what? Respect grows. Doctors and specialists remember that they're caring for a person with a soul, not just a medical case. Also, your child's dignity is protected. By highlighting the personhood, you create a culture of respect everywhere they go. Another benefit of humanizing your child is you create balance in your home, because life isn't all about medical updates. It's also about love, about joy, and everyday family memories. Another benefit of humanizing your child is you protect your own heart. Focusing on who your child is helps you see the beauty, not just the burden of the journey. Final benefit of humanizing your child, and there's so many more, but you leave a legacy. You're teaching others, siblings, you're teaching friends and community how to see your child as rare, but still fully human. I want to encourage you, moms. Humanizing your child does not ignore the diagnosis, but it reframes it. And it reminds everyone that the diagnosis is just one chapter, and it's not the whole book. My name is Tina. I am the founder of Kids Rare Care. I myself have a daughter who's 30 years old who is born with a rare disease or rare condition. And so I too am on the journey with you. I'm here to support you. And so leave a comment. Leave one comment today that tells us how you're humanizing your child. I would love to hear it, and you would help so many other moms. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch my video, and there will be more in the future. And please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.